at all. I know.
Do you think that Melissa is jealous of Teresa or vice versa?
I don't think Teresa is jealous of Melissa. I don't. And I don't really think Melissa is of Teresa.
You don't?
Nope, I don't.
You just
I just don't really think she is. I don't know. Maybe she is. Melissa beats to her own drum, and Melissa likes who she is. She's very confident in who she is, and I don't think she really cares. I think, she has to fight in the show because Teresa's the one who got her on the show. So maybe there's competition that way, but they're both going to be on the show. Let's face it, they were and they are. They may not be someday, but they're probably both going to go if one of them goes. I don't know.
Did you ever see Joe and Melissa fight? Like, are these two, like, together
They're
forever?
together. They're together. I never saw them fight, never. A fake fight, but for the show, but not, no. They don't fight.
These two are, like,
they're tight. They're tight. I'm telling you, they are.
Do you know you've never met Louis, I assume?
No,
I mean, he's
no,
not.
no.
Do you know the others on, like, have you ever met Margaret Josephs?
No. I met Teresa. I've been around her. Teresa. I've never met Marge. Let's see who else
Dolores, you've known forever.
I know Dolores, yeah, forever.
What do you think of Dolores? I mean, some say, pick a side, girl, you're boring. And others say,
She will never pick a side. She's not going to do that.
Probably not. Although and then some say the opposite. They're like, you're still standing and you have hardly any blood on your hands.
I know. That's what I'm saying. She's not going to. She's not going to because she stood this long with it. She's not going to. She's not going to.
Because she's known them both for a long time.
Yeah, she has. She has. Yeah, very long.
Right, and I'm assuming you don't know, like, Jackie, Jennifer Aiden. I don't think you know them.
No, I don't know them.
Danielle Cabral and Rachel Fuda, no.
No, I did see the other night when you said something and I watched it.
What did I say? God only knows what I said.
I know. It was something.
There's a lot of things I say about a lot of people, and then they're mad at me, and it's a whole
I don't know. It was
to-do.
something you said, and you showed something, and then I watched it, and Susie told me to watch it. Susie was watching
about
it.
Danielle or
Cabral. What happened with
I mean,
that?
I don't know.
I just don't think they're all entertaining very much anymore. I just don't find
the show
Jennifer Aiden
changed.
entertaining. I don't find any of them entertaining. I mean, maybe she is because I don't clearly watch it enough. But
Jennifer and Jackie, I personally have had relations and conversations with. I have to say, I truly like both Jennifer and Jackie.
I don't have anything against
They're
them.
different, but Jackie to me is wonderful. She's good to this show.
You see, I don't know which one is she the blonde? She's a blonde lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I really believe that
I'd never
Jackie
seen her on the show.
Sees a life outside of this when it ends.
That's good.
She's really pretty normal, believe it or not.
Okay,
I
that's
really
good.
believe she's in on the joke and gets how housewives work.
Yeah, she gets it.
Let's
I
milk
used
it
to
for what
say
it
that.
is, and when it's over, I really believe Jackie will be one of those that moves on in life. I do.
Okay, because when I was on it, Siggy was on it, and I loved Siggy and Dolores. I liked those. See, I had a good people when I was just, I liked the people. I liked the people on there.
And were you on with like Jacqueline Loretta? Was she
Yep,
there then?
yep.
Because the seasons all blend together for me.
I know, yeah. She was on, and
So she's, she's moved on in life.
She's moved on. She's done well. She moves on, and
Jennifer Aiden, I feel that she's a good girl under it all.
they have to understand the show, the politics of the show. You cannot get.
And I think Jennifer Aiden understands that as well.
Good.
And so does Jackie. I kind of like
what
both
about
of them.
Danielle?
Danielle Cabral, I don't really know. I mean, there was
I
just
don't.
this thing that, which I didn't really think was a big deal. She went to BravoCon. They put you up at a hotel.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She brought her glam. She put them in a different hotel, which I personally don't have. I mean, I think everybody does that. When you're Madonna and you're flying on a first-class jet, your musicians take a tour bus or fly in coach. I didn't think. No, I did. She said that they had to pay for their own Ubers from their hotel to her hotel. That's a little like you pay for your staff's transportation when you have them in a foreign state.
Yeah.
But putting them up at a different hotel I personally had no, like if I took a staff with me somewhere and I was staying at the Four Seasons, no, I wouldn't put my staff up there. That's just a business expense. No, I wouldn't put them in a Roach motel either. But that's just me.
I can tell you a funny story about that.
Tell me. So I didn't understand all the hate.
We went to the Bahamas. And we went to Harbor Island.
You and your mom?
Pink Sand. No. Well, she was with us. Were you with us? Yeah, she was with us. And we took Joe and Melissa there, and we did a big photo shoot there for Ginger at the store down the south. And she took hair and makeup, and we put them in the nicest hotel that was there, and had to pay for them. And we had to pay Joe and Melissa's first class tickets to come there too. So yeah, they require first class tickets when they fly anywhere. So yeah,
I mean, you were just so you did a photo shoot and you went to Melissa and Joe. They demanded first class tickets.
Yeah, and they wanted her hair and makeup to go with them.
So you flew all that.
Yeah, what am I gonna do? I mean, I don't even know like what to.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it was, but I had the budget for it. But I didn't want to put it. It was just like it was just easier to put them all together than it was to try to figure out. It's expensive there, no matter where you're going to stay. This is like an island that you don't bring other people to unless you're really like. Does she really need that?
No, and also a first class ticket. I mean, that's no joke.
To Florida, yeah, and then we have to fly over there for a private plane, and it's like it adds up. But like I said, I had the budget. I stayed within the budget. And she was good to me in the sense that she didn't charge me a fortune. But they used the pictures that I had to pay for. So she used all those pictures for her advertising, and I had to pay for them. So really, she got a good deal.
And so Melissa basically never paid a penny for anything, I'm assuming.
Not one drink did they buy me. Not one anything. But
this is
often, it's business, and it is what it is.
Well, what would you say, if we walk out here and we walk across the street in New York to
David,
Starbucks?
I'm going to buy you a drink. Come on.
Okay, well, I'm going to buy you a drink. But what if we ran into Melissa Gorga across the street right now?
I would run the other way.
You would?
Yeah, I don't think we would talk to each other. I don't think we would speak to each other. I might look at her. I'm not going to say anything to her. I think she would feel funnier than I would.
Do you think she would say, Jackie, I'm sorry?
No.
Or just like,
no.
I hope you're well?
No.
Hi?
No.
I hope you're well. I have to go?
I don't think so.
I mean, that's like a common...
I don't think she would even look at me. I think she would just like...
Wow.
Yeah. She doesn't like me, especially now that I have the book out about them. They don't like me. Like I said, it's not about them specifically. It's not necessarily about them.
No.
It's about a lot of things,
Well, look, there's a lot of tree huggers, which is what we call Teresa's fans, that I think would love to read the book because they don't really care for Melissa. I really have nothing against her, but there's a lot of tree huggers that do not care for her.
So Teresa's more popular than Melissa, you think?
I feel that there's definitely a lot of people that don't like Teresa, but my gut just somehow I feel that more people like Teresa these days.
I think she's likable. I think she's a little more likable.
Listen, I've met both of them multiple times. And this is how I personally describe it. This is my experience.
I like it. Tell us.
And I will not ever back down from this. It's like with Teresa, although you can get a rude, crude gruff in your face, at least you are getting that directly to you.
Yes.
With Melissa, it's all sweet and wonderful, and you just know it's so fake.
Behind the back. Yeah, and that's true. True that.
Okay, one time. All right, let me tell this story. One time, my audience loves when it's just a story. I was at this party.